Hello again, this is Neil Hibbert with TechBargains.com, and today we're going to take a look at the bicycle computer app called Cyclemeter, available for $4.99 in the iTunes App Store. Like we said, this is a bicycle computer app, and so it does all the basic tasks of keeping track of your speed, how far you've gone, how far you have to go, and various other attributes. It does a lot of extra things, especially since it gets to take advantage of your smartphone and your GPS, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of those extra things you can do with this app. Alright, the first tab here is your Stopwatch tab, and this allows you to enter a new route. So if you just want to go on a new route, you can select that up top, but if you have a route that you've already gotten in here, you can go ahead and load that in, and it now knows where you're going to be going. So when you want to start a new ride, you go ahead and just hit start there, and you can pop this away in your bag, and you really don't need to use it anymore if that's all you want to do, and just keep track of your ride. But if you want to do more than that, you can go ahead and hook up some headphones into your iPhone, and one of the things that really sets this app apart is the ability for it to give you updated information. A lot of the same attributes that are right here, and you can actually choose which ones you want it to give you every, say, 5-10 minutes, whatever you select, or every certain amount of distance. So you can be listening to your music in one of your earbuds, and it will fade out the music and then slowly fade in a voice that will read you your current speed, how much you have left, various other pieces of information. So this is really great. But then it takes it even one step further, and if you are on a ride that you had already gone on, it will give you your information as compared, to your previous ride. So if you're a minute ahead or behind, it will tell you that. It'll tell you you're a minute and 43 seconds behind your best time. And this is really a great motivational factor for you when you're out there riding. So when you get done, you get back home, you get off your bike, you hit stop, and then you can hit done, and it will put all your information into the map and graph view. Now you can see here we didn't actually go on a ride, so there's not any information here. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the calendar view here, and we'll go ahead and load in some information here on a previous ride. So you can go ahead and select it there, and now it's put the information back into the stopwatch view and also into the map view. And the map, again, you can switch it so it'll show a hybrid, radar, or just the actual street names. So this is the ride we just gone on, and as you can see down here, you can import or export. So you can export to GPX file or KML file or CSV file for Excel. Importing, you can import KML or GPX, but it really only wants GPX files. And let's just go ahead and show you how easy it is to import. The importing is easy. Now finding the files is not so easy. One of the recommended ways is just to, once you found a GPX file, just go ahead and email it to yourself as an attachment. So once you open it up here in your email program, you can go ahead and just hold down on it, and then it will open it up in Cyclemeter. You can also click on links that you find on web pages. If you search on your smartphone, you can just click on a link to a GPX file, and it should also import it. And you can see it'll fill in all the different various pieces of information there. And now, as one of our routes, we can see that we now have the Lake Sonoma loop route. And now that we have that loaded in, we could select that as one of our routes and go on the ride. Now, if it also included times, along with the GPS data, we could use it as an actual competition and compete against the times that were in that file. So it's got a nice virtual competition feature as well. Now you might have noticed here on the calendar view that there are these different, let's get back to the calendar. There are these different arrows, and what these are is basically telling you were you the fastest or slowest on that route that day. So one place you can also see that is in the actual route view. So let's go to this route, and as you can see, we have some different times here for our slowest, our median, and our fastest times. So again, another way to quickly see how well you're doing. The last tab over here is just more in settings. So you can go in and select different, set up different social networking sites, get help, and do various other setting related stuff. We really like this app, and just anyone who's got an iPhone and loves bicycling really needs to get this app, and the $4.99 is definitely worth it. Some of the things we really liked about it were just its ease of use. You know, you just hit start and you're done, and you really don't have to do anything else. We also really like all the data that it collects and how you can see it in so many different views. Now, if we wanted to, let's go in and just see some of the data here. You can actually get it split out by the mile. You can also get graphs showing your speed versus distance and your, elevation versus distance. So you can see if you're going uphill, how that was affecting your ride and such. It'll also give you some other information like your elevation change and the number of calories burned. The thing that really sets it apart for us, though, is the audio updates with the synthesized voice, where not only does it give you information about your ride as you're on it, but it gives you information relative to your previous rides or to other competitors that you've downloaded. So this really allows you to motivate yourself and do a lot better than you may have otherwise done. We also really like the social media integration, where you can have stuff automatically posted to Twitter or Facebook, and in fact, if you want to pay for an upgrade, you can have people's comments read back to you aloud in your ear while you're on your ride, which is pretty crazy. Some of the things that we'd like them to fix maybe is a better way to search for rides when you're inside the app, and so that it'd be nice not to have to email the rides to yourself and such. Also, the elevation is not as accurate as if there was an actual altimeter. It's just using the GPS data. And finally, we would like to see the ability to have the directions read to you in your ear. If you were on a new route and you're not quite sure which way to go and you don't have the GPS right in front of you to see the route, it'd be nice to have it fed into your ear. That said, we just can't say enough good things about this app, and we're giving it a wholehearted 5 out of 5 stars. If you like this review and you'd like to see more like them, please head on over to www.youtube.com/user/techbargains. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.